Good morning. Please help me to share this video out. Let me share it out so that it can go viral. Let me share it out. Let me share it out. Let me share this video out. Let me share it out to your. Let me share it out. Let me to share the program out. Let me share it out. Let me share it out. Somebody just called me for this tutorial now. How to maintain the stone surface. They say I should do tutorial on it just in a short form. Just in a short form, we should do tutorial on it. Please let me talk on it. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. This is Master BCM TV on YouTube. Master BCM TV on YouTube. Yeah, that is why I'm saying we need to subscribe to this channel, press the notification. Yeah, we have just finished one tutorial now. A subscriber just called me that I should just briefly to talk on how to maintain the stone surface. The surface of the stone you have gotten before working for you. The surface of the stone you have gotten is working for you. How are you going to maintain the surface so that you are not going to lose the quality of the surface? I'm sorry, this breeze is too much. That the surface of it, you are not going to lose the quality of it. Yeah, let me still come back again. How to maintain your stone surface that is working for you. You can use the surface to sharpen different type of clipper blades successively. You can use this surface to sharpen clipper blades successively. You have been using it to sharpen clipper blades successively, or you nearly fashion the surface out. You get one stone before, maybe the stone is quenched, you now sharpen the surface, or you refresh the surface of your stone, or you buy it new. You have sharpened it, you have refreshed it, it's working for you, but you don't want to lose the quality of this surface. You don't want to be resharpening it again. You'll be using like that forever and ever, and it will be working for you every day by day, getting the best of the sharpening on it. See how is person going to get it right? If you are joining me now, you have maybe you attended the last program I did just now, right, that I said good night. Somebody called me back now. A subscriber called me back that I should please just do tutorial on this how to maintain the stone surface just for some minutes. This stone now, assuming it's your stone. This stone now, assuming it's your stone, and you are using it, it's working for you, right? It's not a stone that is not working for you. The stone that is working, when you use it to sharpen clipper blade for human beings, for animals, is sharpening it correctly. You are getting the best of the result on this on the surface of the stone to sharpen different type of clipper blade. Then the person now told me when he sharpen clipper blade using a stone for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the surface is going to quench. It's not going to sharpen clipper blade again until they help him or her to sharpen the clipper blade, to sharpen the surface of the stone again, to fashion out the sharpen surface on it again before it can be using it. Then he has been watching my tutorials that I've been saying it, that when you sharpen clipper blade surface of the stone once, it doesn't need again. And it's true. Once you know how to sharpen the stone, or they sharpen it for you, or you buy it in that way, even you are walking along the road, you saw it on the road and you tested it's working fine. You don't want to lose the quality of the surface, so that anytime you pick it, it's going to be working fine for you. This thing with logics. That is why I always say it, sharpening of clipper blade using the super hard manners of the stone, it deal with tricks, logics, strategies, techniques. So once you don't understand all these techniques in using the stone, you are going to be losing the surface of the stone from time to time, whereby the first one you have gotten might be the best. But when you lose it, they help you to resharpen it again. You might not get the best out of the surface again, like the first one you have lost. So that is why it's very important for you to know how to use your stone surfaces very well, so that the moment you sharpen it, you get it right. You are not going to resharpen it again. You continue using it like that, it will be working for you almost every day by day. I will now teach you the tricks you can use. Just very simple, but most people don't think into that side. Most people don't calculate into that side. Therefore, and as most people fear the using of the stone, that is why their mind is not there to calculate many things on it. Their mind is not there at all. You see this stone now, this surface of the stone now, if you are using only one side to sharp, only one side like this to sharp, you are going to lose the quality of the surface later. Very soon you are going to lose the quality of the surface. Or when you are sharpening only the center of the stone, only the center, always you are going to lose the quality of the surface. When you are sharpening by the side, like this, from up to down the side of the stone, you are going to lose the quality of the stone later. When you are sharpening through the center like this, always through the center, always you move. You don't reach up here, you don't reach down here. Within the center like this, you sharpen, you lose the quality of the surface. Or you are sharpening by one side at up like this. Be calculating, up like this. You always sharp by the hub, you are going to lose the quality of the surface. Or you always sharpen by the down like this. From the down like this towards the center, always you are going to lose the quality of the surface. Or you don't just know how to position your blade. You stay here today, you stay here tomorrow, you stay here another place tomorrow. You don't have specific place you are staying. You are going to lose the quality of the surface. So there are many ways you can be using the stone, sharpening different type of clipper blade. Very soon now, you lose the quality of the surface. The stone will not be working fine for you again. And you might be thinking whether the stone is not good, the stone is not original. That is what most of the people resort it into. When they use the stone now, like a month or two now, the stone is not working fine again. This stone is not original, it's fake. It's not original at all. When you sharpen it, it doesn't last before the surface will quench again. Some people might not be getting people will sharpen the stone for them again in life. They throw it away or they keep it somewhere. They now be fearing the stone to use to place their clipper blade on it, because it's going to be swelling clipper blade almost every day by day. Let me still remind you again. When you are sharpening using only one side of the stone like this, every time only one side of the stone, you are going to lose the quality of the surface. When you are sharpening through the center, always through the center of the stone, always you are going to lose the quality of the stone surface. When you are sharpening through the side like this, every time only this side, you are going to lose the quality of surface. When you are sharpening only in the center, so it did not reach here, it did not reach here, it did not reach up, it did not reach down. Within the center like this, always you are going to lose the quality of the surface of the stone. When you are sharpening towards the hub, from hub like this to the center, always you are going to lose the quality of the sharpening surface of your stone. When you are sharpening from center to the down, always you are going to lose the quality of the surface of your stone, no matter how. It can't take you. Let me clean this masking tape as removed. Let me look for the correct one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to go and bring another blade. Okay. You see this one now? So there are some people now, when they want to sharpen clipper blade, they stay by the center like this. They don't reach up. They do not reach down. They always stay by the center and sharp like this, always. You are going to lose the quality of the surface of the stone you are using. You are going to lose it. How are you going to sharp your clipper blade? This is your clipper blade. This is not surface you want to sharp. How do you want to sharpen this clipper blade? How do you want to sharpen it? How do you want to sharpen this clipper blade? Yeah, that makes you to get this clipper blade correctly. You sharpen it correctly, and at the same time, the quality of the surface of your stone, you still maintain that quality forever. You will not be sharpening this surface again. Let me still explain what I'm trying to fashion out. Somebody called me that whenever he sharpen this stone surface now, they help him to sharpen it. Before he uses it for a month now, this dull surface is going to dull again. It's not going to sharpen clipper blade. It's going to be spoiling clipper blade until he send another person to sharpen the stone for him. Then I used to say that when I sharpen my own clipper, my own stone once, I don't sharpen it again unless I want to resharpen it intentionally. I want to redo it. Not that it's not working for me, or I want to use it for tutorial. The stone surface that's working before, I now want to resharpen it to teach people as a tutorial. I can resharpen it again. I can refresh it again, in which I do in many tutorials. The workable surface before that's not dull, I now resharpen it again. I do it sometimes. But if you don't want to resharpen it again, you want to continue using the surface of the stone continuous every day by day without resharpening the surface. You have to know the way, the tricks, the logics, techniques, strategies, correctly professional way of using the stone surface professionally, so that when you are using it in that way, it will be like say you are resharpening the surface almost every time you sharpen your clipper blade. It will now resemble as if you are resharpening the surface of your stone or refreshing the surface of your stone every time you sharpen your clipper blade. It will now maintain that shape for forever. You see, what many people don't understand is that you are using this surface of the stone to sharpen the clipper blade. Many people don't understand this. I want to explain. You are using this surface of the stone to sharpen different type of clipper blades. You know, there are some tutorials I used to say it. Stone can sharpen clipper blade in the ratio of 98%. 98%. It may a very strong stone. It's going to sharpen clipper blade at the rate of ratio 98% to ratio 2%. As the stone surface is sharpening the inner surface of the blade at the ratio of 98%, that remaining 2% now, this surface of the blade is sharpening back, is fighting back against the surface of the stone in 2%. Therefore, it cannot show with your eyes like this. You cannot see, but you can only see how the stone surface is chopping the inner surface of the blade effectively, instantly when you sharpen it. But the rate the blade is sharpening back, the surface of the stone is fighting back against the surface of the stone is in 2%. Before you can notice it, it may take like 1 week, 2 weeks before you take note very well that this stone is the surface is changing little by little. But that very day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, you might not see the difference there. Only the professional can just study very well and try to fashion out whether there is changes on the surface of the stone. Only the real professional can do it, can observe it. But for novice, you might be thinking it is only this stone sharpening the clipper blade. The clipper blade is not sharpening the surface of the stone back, it's sharpening it. Only when you get original stone, correct stone, very strong stone, the rate at which you know how to activate the surface of your stone very well. The rate at which the surface of this stone will be chopping the inner surface of the blade, it will be at the rate of 98%. Ratio 98% to ratio 2%. This surface of the blade now is fighting back against the surface of this stone, but the rate at which it's chopping the stone is too low, very, very low. In the sense that when you continue sharpening every day by day, you are sharpening many sets of clipper blade every day by day. Before you can take note, that it may take to a month, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or more than that, for you to notice that yes, this stone is the blades are fighting back against the surface of the stone I'm using, which means the way the stone was smooth before, it has now smoother than before. It is from there we'll be taking notice that something is happening on the surface, which means the blade itself is sharpening back the surface of the stone. So whoever doesn't know how to arrange his or her hand in sharpening of the clipper blade, how to place the blade on the stone, how to make your movement, which side are to be used, how are we going to be using the surface of your stone, you don't understand all these things very well, you are going to discover that at the end of the day, the blade, the surface, inner surface of the blade is going to spoil the inner surface of the stone you are using. First time you started, the stone will be chopping the inside of the blade correctly. But as this time, as the stone inner surface of the blade is fighting back little by little, little by little, before a month now, you will now discover that the stone surface has been changed. One part is lower, one part is higher, and you cannot take your eyes to see. The moment that error form on the surface of the stone, when you continue sharpening, it is the error sharpening the blade, the stone is giving out on the surface of the blade that will make you to understand that the stone surface is weak. It's not good again. There's shallow area there. It's not flattened like before again. That's how you want to know. Then how you going to use your stone to make it everlasting. When you want to sharp, you cover one side, finish. One side of the blade, the stone that you cover it, finish. When you want to sharpen the other side, you cover the other part, finish. Which means you are completely using the surface of your stone every time by time, which many people don't understand. Many people don't. This thing I'm saying, there are many things people know about the sharpening of the clipper blade, but their mind is not there. And people might be thinking this is a local way. This is a local way. How can this happen in that way? It's not a local way. It's international way. Because as you refuse to apply that system, the system you call local way, local method, or it's not compulsory, it's not necessary. I can be using only one side. It will be working for you when the stone is new and the stone is stronger. But believe as your stone is sharpening the inner surface of the clipper blade, this one is iron 2. This iron 2 is having power. Only say the way you activated the surface of this stone, now let this stone have power more than the surface of the stone. So at the inner surface of the stone is chopping the inner surface of the blade continuous every day by day. You are using it to sharp. The same thing likewise, the inside of the blade is fighting back against the surface of the stone in 2%. Before that one can be shown now, it will take like 3 weeks, a month. And immediately you show like this, it's going to be spoiling clipper blade. And no matter what type of clipper blade you place on it, it's going to be spoiling it. It can't sharpen correctly again until you sharpen it again. So you sharpen to cover. When you cover one side, when you are coming back, you cover the other side. Or when you are sharpening one side for one side of the stone, you let one side cover one part. The second side you want to sharpen to cover the other part of the stone, which means after your sharpening now, you have discovered that systematically, logically, technically, professionally, okay, either directly or indirectly, you have used the whole surface of the stone when you are sharpening the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade at the same time. Almost every time you sharpen your clipper blade, you now discover that the surface of the stone will now be going smoothly downwardly, or without taking your eyes to see properly. It will now be forming flatness almost every time by time. It won't lose the quality of that flatness until you change your system. I will still come back and explain again. How can you use the surface of your stone not to lose the quality of the sharpening or the have sharpening on it? You see it when you are using your stone one-sided, or by the center or by the side, or you are using it downward like this or upward like this, or only the center, or you just place anywhere anyhow you like it. You don't have a specific place. The pattern of using your stone, you are going to lose the quality of the sharpening on the surface of the stone, because as your stone is sharpening the inner surface of the blade at the rate of 98%, instead the inner surface of the blade is fighting back, sharpening the surface of the stone at the rate of 2%. But before you can notice that 2%, you take up to a month. And once you can notice it, that it will be spoiling the clipper blade. You see it. So you need to be using your stone to cover the whole. You are sharpening the clipper blade. You need to be using your blade to cover the whole part of the stone when you sharpen from beginning to the end. At the end of the day, when you finish, you discover that you have used completely the whole surface of the stone without leaving any part untouched. That is the solution. So I think I've answered your question. If I have not answered it, you can still call me back again, whether to still proceed again. So we are coming for full tutorial on it. I'm coming for full tutorial on it. How you can manage the surface of your stone. How you can be using your stone surface so that the quality of the surface will not lose at all. Once you sharpen it correctly, you get it correctly, you are going to be using it like that forever. So thank you. We are still coming back again.